Guard the Leaf from Diary of a Graver named John Weaver, which is B from Roseman, California, part 2 in our diatribe here, or monologue, however you want to look at it. It's about 5 before noon, West Coast time. It's still the 4th of May, 2026. And yes, I still got the dog in my arms. Okay, I was talking about line of succession and I was talking about Trump at this point over here, right? But also the main course of conversation was my response to the your response of forgiving America. That's up to you. You individually. You are not Canada. You are you. It will be up to the Prime Minister, the current leader. And this one, I'll probably be addressing both videos to him anyway. So I will. Hold on. I know I'm going to be getting it. PM. Okay. I'm going to be addressing this on both of them to Mark Carney, Prime Minister of Canada. Mr. Carney, how do you do? John Weaver from Roseman, California. And I'm addressing it over to Guard the Leaf as well for the response of a statement he made in a video about a question he received whether or not he's going to be forgiving America for all the insanity we're doing right now. And I admonished the guy for being wishy-washy in his response. Mr. Carney, it is a tap dance. It is a political nightmare we are dealing with. And my country has not done its job of admitting to the rest of the world we messed up big time. If I wanted to get more guttural and ugly about this one, I could use the F-bomb on this one. We voted in a gas bag because we believed in his lies. We thought that in 2016 that a majority of our country, which was really screwed up, and not to mention the electoral college system, had put this gas bag originally in office to the point where he was trying to make his own little empire, but didn't work because of a split Congress. I'm hoping that we have that split Congress again to actually neutralize all the stuff that our current gas bag in office has done, sir. I do not expect you to forgive America, its citizens, for the decisions we screwed up on in November 2024, which we're trying to rectify in the current midterms of 2026. I submit to you, sir, that I hope and pray that the fates are kind, that we will get a handle and a hold of our Congress one way or another to try to mitigate the damages we have done to the rest of the world, to you, and to our own reputation. I was born in California and will die in California. I admit to myself as being from the state of California. At this point, I cannot, in good conscience, say I'm an American, because at this point it is like saying I am a person of the Roman Empire. Not to say that I would be part of the Roman countryside or of a Roman parish, if you catch the drift. That is being used as a metaphor concerning about our own viewpoint coming from Trump and the Trumplicans and those who follow him a great deal. Yes, there is conflicting data coming from both corporate media as well as the independents which is the correct information and which isn't the correct information. Right now, we voted this crap in, and we have to wait for the midterms to see whether or not we're going to get it reversed. Do I believe personally in America being first? No. Do I admit that America is the best country in the world? Hell no. Trying not to be elitist and a snob at this point over here, I did not go through any higher educational levels except the community college, which I'm still struggling as a 60-year-old. Been there for about 10 years and just taking my time in my adult life or my senior life to learn about things and to be really pissed off at life and everybody else. Yes, I have had the public education in the United States from K through 12. I had screwed up 2 years of college community and could not keep a GPA and had to work for over 30 plus years until I got disabled. But during that time, I had a little bit of college life. I've had a little bit of business training. I've had training in dealing with my family as being a caregiver for them in one form or another. I'm not a worldly man. I'm just a guy struggling through life and survival right now. And even back then. I struggle with the medical situations I have with my body still going through a lot of things that I'd rather not have it go through. And I have to deal with the medical insurance in different forms and functions throughout my life. So I'm somewhat versed on that one. As for the government assistance that we have, yeah, I was educated in about it, K through 12, not to mention through community college, and was seeing the process all throughout my life and being part of the process. I had seen presidents I would support, and other presidents I would rather put into a garbage can, sent to a garbage collector, and let them have fun with them. As for the current administration we have, yes, I blame my countrymen for allowing this mess to happen. I did not vote for a regime. I did not vote in a con man who wanted power for himself and everybody else who sought power to join on, like, there's morays or something like that. There's a name for those kind of parasitic fish that feed off the remnants from sharks. There's a fish name on that one. I'll get it at one of these here millenniums. Nor am I a piranha. But I've seen them turn into piranhas in this current regime, feeding on each other. Both in chambers of the Congress, judiciary, and executive. I don't support the idea of America being first because I know America is imperfect as hell. It had been and always will be imperfect as hell. Mr. Carney, I hope you are familiar with the backside of the American dollar. The pyramid, sir, incomplete as hell. Never meant to be completed. Always supposed to be incomplete because we're supposed to be an expanding country of sorts. We're supposed to be growing. I think somebody did something to us that we're shrinking in many ways. Because of attitudes, because of decisions, because of our beliefs and values that we have reinstalled into the country, that we have installed and reinstalled into the government systems. Even for a long time we've been doing this. I don't know, maybe it's been from the 60s or 70s, or maybe in that time we actually had conservatives building up to a point where we have a government like ourselves right now. And we had fought for human rights in different ways, sometimes succeeding and sometimes failing. And our current administration time right now, we are not being what we call the best. We are being of a showcase. We are being a facade. A very poorly constructed facade, sir. Have you seen a Hollywood backlot? Or have an image of one? How nice and shiny the veneer is. What our presence to the world is. That's what you have to look in the back to see how bad the supports are at the point. Are they still being maintained or are they crumbling? Hence our own government, hence our own nation, hence our own people and our belief systems. Where we actually have one particular form of belief trying to make sure that it's the dominant. Now I really know that being pluralistic is becoming a facade in itself, or passe. I'm not trying to talk like an elite. I'm a guy who's seen too damn much. I'm not well educated in business or finances or anything of that nature. I may have dabbled in political science, dabbled in literature, in different forums, in different medias. Dabble in this, dabble in that, just get a general information, just a general feeling for things. But seeing how we're doing right now, I don't blame you, and I'm not condemning you or condoning you for the actions you've taken for your country. You had to follow what you had to do for your country, and maybe for the rest of the world. The rest of us in the States who are actually able-minded, who understand this, we have to wait for a midterm. We're having a problem forcing our own Congress to act, and they don't want to. They're so much triplicate, it's not even funny. They're a replica of Donald Trump in their own way and fashion. Like almost mechanized clones in a biological unit, walking on two legs. They'll have their own viewpoint of what it is to be conservative and be a controlling factor to a lot of people. And it would scare the hell out of them, or actually scare the hell out of the rest of us, to think that their way of life and their way of living is the only way we should be. Forcing religions down people's throat, forcing a forcing racism, their own ideology. And yes, our country is conflicted. It will be forever conflicted. The reason we had a conflicted country in the first place is to be pluralistic, to try to accept or acknowledge or to work with the gray areas of everybody. There was not supposed to be one flavor or one thing to dominate everybody. If it had been, we would have been an autocratic regime. Everything would be restricted. We would be North Korea, or Russia, or China. We didn't. We didn't even want to be like England. We had made Congress to be a point of contention, of conflict, but to resolve issues, looking for the gray area, to compromise if necessary. While the House of Representatives would be considered tea, in a way. We're dealing with a teapot and a saucer. The saucer would be cooling the hot blood of the teacup with the hot liquid in it. The hot liquid of being contentious stuff. And the saucer would have to cool it off by being that cool. The main reason why we have the Senate having about 6 years, and the House of Reps, what, about 2 years? Or 4 years? Short term. Dealing with short term topics. Being hot blooded all the damn time. "60 years old, I'm losing it. Understand I understand your situation. I would not blame you, even if we happen to get a Democratic president in office. The relationships would have to be rebuilt all over again. There would have to be restructuring of what we have done wrong and finding new ways, hopefully, to do the repair job, to reforge if we have to. It cannot be done with the current Congress, the current judicial system, and the current executive branch being as it is right now, sir. We're going to have to suffer. We're going to have to almost collapse upon ourselves if we have to. It's an ugly thing for me to say that about my country. Do I love my country? Yes. Am I going to be forced into a uniform? Hell no. Physically, my medical status will not allow me to. Mentally, no way in hell. But if I'm going to be defending my country, I'll be defending my country. But I'm not defending the Trump regime on any circumstance, or anybody else thinking of the MAGA way. I'm a lifer Democrat. My family had been Democratic. They're no longer alive. I'm the last one of my family. So consider this one. I know people are asking, you're probably pleading to forgive the United States. If we can get rid of Trump, I don't know who the next person is going to be, if they're going to be a hell of a lot better or not. But I don't want Trump in office. I already know about the line of succession. So I was trying to educate Guard the Leaf concerning about that situation. With the current regime we have right now, there's no way in hell we can get a good line of succession at this point. We have to have a political change in everything. I don't know how the hell we're going to be able to do this, but maybe pull up a miracle. God be willing with this. But if somebody starts telling me that I could immigrate to Canada, my situation here in California does not permit me that luxury. Let's just say you guys would not allow me over the border, and I would be not in a good position ever to return to my country, except maybe forcefully. Let's just say that some things I still need to work on out here in California. So I may die here in California. I'm content. I'm a California native by birth. I'm a Los Angelan. Or actually, I'm an Angelino. I was born during the time of Vietnam War. Demonstrates how old I am. I've seen things and gone through a hell of a lot of crap in my state, in my country, in my life. This is my home. I was born and raised under the U.S. Constitution of the United States, under the red, white, and blue flag. As for my personal faith, I am a follower of Christ. That if you're going to start labeling me as a Christian nationalist, scratch it out of your head. I don't put politics into religion, unlike the Trumplicans we have right now doing that same thing. I can't say maggots. I mean, I could call them maggots, as they are maggots. They feel like they're betrayed. Well, good. That's what happens when they don't get their head out of the damn gutter and look around what the hell's going on and try to figure shit out. Guard the Leaf may not forgive us, and that's on him. You, sir, as a representative of Canada, it'll take a longer time to get the repair necessary for our two countries, and not to mention for the rest of the world. I hope the world's watching. This is my own opinion. My own personal observations. It's not official. I just hope, sir, you understand. Do I support Canada? I would support Canada, as I would support any other country, except Putin, except Xi Jinping, and dude up in North Korea. I don't support him. I don't support tyrants. But there are different aspects. If I could just get this one out of my mouth. There are traitors and there are patriots. Flip a coin. The question is, which one are you and which one am I? Hell of a thing to look at, isn't it? I don't consider you as, well, you're patriotic to your country, I'm patriotic to my country, except my country sucks. And your country's doing the best you can. My country still needs to get its head out of its ass. I thank you for your time, Mr. Carney. I hope one day we can talk again. Or at least talk personally. That being said, sir, Gary DeLeaf, whatever your name is, be assertive. Don't be wishy-washy. That being said, guys,